So I was caught up in a lot of negativity lately. I mean, the last almost over 2 weeks, I had COVID-19 and it's played havoc with my emotional state. It really has. And with everything else happening in society, it wasn't any good to experience the illness. I thank God it didn't affect me as bad as other people. It affected me. It really, really enhanced my confusion. And I'm already confused enough just because of how I am. But I had some great insight yesterday about positivity. And I'm not meaning it in any generic, stupid way like how society, oh, you got to be positive. No, you have to be realistic. And you have to face reality. And that was the great insight that I got. And it's not even about politics at this point because I know for a fact there is spiritual warfare, a very, very intense amount of spiritual warfare. And we have to be real. We have to be in the Word because even Ephesians 6 talks about putting on the full armor of God. And there is a lot of parts to it. And I am going to emphasize the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, which is reading the Bible, which is being in the fellowship. Even though I have not been in the fellowship because of the 19, but after going through it, I'm going to be a little bit more careful and cautious and a little bit more intentional. But even I want to also ask you all to please watch my other videos and leave comments or share them or whatever. I'm in this video here about perspective and the way that you see things. You know, I was calling January good is gone month. Good is gone. But good is maybe gone specifically to maybe society, because society has embraced bad. And just like in the Isaiah, the book of Isaiah talks about that they're going to call good evil and evil good. And I really think, even though history repeats itself, but at this point, we're really calling the things that are good bad and the things that are bad good. This whole last 4 years, I think that was bad. And the fact of the matter is, and it's something that I'm seriously kind of understanding, good people, no matter what, are obligated to do good things. Bad people, when bad people do bad things, that is expected. From what I have seen in the last 4 years, evil has no rules. Evil has no rules of engagement. The fact of the matter is how people, even enemies, you could tell which is the good side and the bad side simply because the enemies, the evil in this situation, they have no rules. If the end justifies the means, so if you're going to steal and you're going to kill and you're going to destroy to get your way, that's all right. That's my takeaway from this whole situation. That's why I mean good is gone. Because usually a good society will play in a certain amount of rules. They will play in a perimeter. It's like, here is the boundaries. It's just like when a couple fights, there should be a rule of engagement. It's not like I'm going to outdo you. You hurt me, I'm going to out hurt you. Maybe in a lot of ways that people could justify out hurting somebody. It's like that whole thing about like, if you go low, I go high. That's not it anymore. Because what I have seen and experienced, if you go low, I'm going to go lower. If you accuse me of a bad thing, I'm going to show that you're right. You accuse, even in the political thing, you accuse me of stealing. I'm going to show you what stealing looks like, and I'm going to steal. I'm going to take away everything. Just like I know that your job ends less than a week, but I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to make sure you are out of the picture. Because as a matter of fact, if we're concerned about someone being reelected, I think that's 4 years from now, which honestly, there's going to be hopefully new people, new foundations, new a whole new set of people coming out. But I think like if I'm going to try to destroy you now, it's because you're doing something. There's something that you can do to me within 6 months, within a year. I need to destroy you now because I'm not worried about 4 years from now. I'm not worried about 2 years from now. We got to realistically think about what's happening. And that's what I mean about good is gone. Because good, to my understanding on Christian theology, is that there's common grace. God gives air to people. God gives water to people. God puts into society that they're going to obey a certain amount of rules and stay within the rules. But when God leaves the picture, no one's going to obey rules anymore. Barbarianism is going to be okay. It's just like I already mentioned, you could steal, you could kill and destroy, but if the outcome is what you want, who's going to complain about that? I mean, in all seriousness, there's no need to complain as long as you get your way. And that's what I mean. You're not playing within rules. You don't have a perimeter anymore. So please like, subscribe, share this content, and I hope to take it to a really good level.